All right, part two. Went to go get Buck more peanuts because he ate those peanuts so fast. So I want to fill him up nicely. You want more peanuts, baby? Or you eating your corn? You drinking water? You drinking water? I got more peanuts. You want more? Here. I got more. These are mixed peanuts that I got him. Because I know he enjoys the mixed peanuts a little bit more than the regular peanuts. He's spoiled. Let me tell you, Buck is so spoiled. By the way, this is part two of Buck's breakfast video. You're spoiled, right? You are spoiled. I think I gave him so many options of like different types of foods that now he tells me what he likes and what he prefers. Oh, there's a blue jay waiting. Can I throw a peanut to the blue jay? Fuck, you're not gonna make me share? My husband is thinking about buying like bird feeders and bird food, and we're hanging it up on the trees close by here so the birds have something too. We're thinking about it, putting something for the birds. Because there's so many beautiful birds that come close by, and I told my husband, I was like, they want food too. My husband's like, we're gonna be feeding the whole forest, aren't we? I was like, well, we started off with just feeding Buck and the squirrels, and then it became that we feed everybody. It's hard not to. They're so beautiful, and all the animals, they all want food. I told my husband, thank God we don't live like in Pennsylvania, or like a place where they have bears and coyotes and things like that, because knowing me, I would be that crazy type that would go and like feed all of them. I would feed all of them. Right, Buck? I would be crazy. I know. That's why I'd rather have it the way I have it now, that it's only him, a few squirrels, and a few of the forest animals. I mean, one day if a doe pops up to this spot, it'll be nice. But like I said, I think the does are scared to come close to the homes. I noticed the bucks in the neighborhoods, like any buck would have the courage to come closer to like the home. The does, they don't stay close to the homes. Like a few blocks away from my house, there's actually where the does hang out. And it's like outside in front of like somebody's property, like they walk around, right? My baby, are you happy that I gave you peanuts? I think he's thankful that I gave him that second cup. He just thanked me. He was probably like, thank you, Mom. You eat them all? Wow. He cleaned up the floor. He didn't left no peanuts. You left no peanuts behind, my big boy. Now that belly's got to be full of peanuts because you had 2 cups of peanuts. You had 2 cups of peanuts, big boy. You got to be full now. Stretch. There you go. You stretch. He drank his water when I pulled up to the spot just now with the peanuts. He's probably eating his corn. Now he's got to be nice and full. Now he's going to go take his walk. You going to go take your walk? Now he's going to go take his walk. I felt bad. I went to go get him more peanuts. Yeah, usually I know like when he eats the peanuts so fast, it's like he's really enjoying them. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go get you more. Sometimes he doesn't eat them all, and he'll just, but the mixed peanuts, he always eats them all. If they're regular peanuts, no. Like he would have left a pile over here on the floor, and the birds and the squirrels would have been eating them. Right? But you like all the expensive stuff. Because like if you go to the supermarket, the mixed peanuts, they're more expensive than the regular peanuts. The regular peanuts, they're really cheap. But Buck likes the expensive ones. I call them the expensive ones. Because sometimes they'll try to charge you for a small jar of peanuts, like mixed peanuts. They'll try to charge you like almost $20. When in my supermarket, for a small like container like this, it's like $19.99. I was like, oh, hell no. The one that I bought him was like $10.99. I was like, all right, this is like decent for mixed peanuts, but I'm not spending $20 on one small container. I would spend $20 if it was a big, you know, in like a nice size container. You're getting a lot of peanuts out of it, okay. I feel bad the Blue Jays all use want peanuts too, babies. I should have brought out the regular peanuts and sprinkled them on the floor. All right, you know what? Let me start breaking up the bread. I'm going to start breaking up the bread. I usually do this after I video, but I'm going to do it now because the birdies, they're hungry. They're all waiting. So I know the Blue Jays, they'll be happy for the bread. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to keep the camera as still as I could. while he hangs out there, I'm gonna throw bread for the birds. So they'll have some bread, food. Eventually I want to get bird food, like bird seeds, whatever they like, and like sprinkle it. I gotta stock up on that too. I'm like falling in love with all the animals. Like first I fell in love with Buck. Now I'm like getting feelings for the little birds that hang out close by. I'm like, I feel bad for them too. I'm like, I want them to eat. My husband's like, babe, we can't feed a whole forest. I'm like, well, for the ones that do come, I'll feed just the ones that come, that pop up. I was like, I won't feed the whole entire forest. Like, well, I'm sure like half of the forest comes by me over here with the little birds and squirrels, I could say. Not the deers. The deers, I only get Buck. I only get Buck that comes. Buck is the only one that comes. And like I said, years ago, about like 4 years ago, there was a doe that came on our property and then she ran off. But I haven't seen a doe. Like I see does. Like in the neighborhood, there's does. Oh, he's rubbing his head. He's so cute. Like there's does in our neighborhood, but for some reason they won't come to the spot over here. But I think my husband said Buck has to lead the way. Like Buck is gonna have to show them. Like, you know, he's gonna have to, unless the does are like, they don't want to be next to him, like the ones that he tries to go next to. I don't know. I wish I could put like a little tracky thing on him to see where he goes, you know, what he does. Imagine. That'd be pretty cool, but I wouldn't do that. I would never put any mechanical thing on him. No, no, no. Especially he's an animal, his body, probably his body heat. I would get nervous thinking like that mechanical thing will explode or something, or God forbid Buck will lay in the sun. But imagine putting like a spy cam on him to see where he goes and what he does, and to see if he goes next, like, you know, if he finds does, that'd be pretty cool. But this is just me talking. I'm not gonna do any of that. Right, baby? Mommy won't do that to you. I was debating about putting a collar on him. But me and my husband we talked about it. He don't need one because where he is, if he stays here for years in this forest, he'll be safe. I'm not worried. He'll be safe. Yes, I know if he does wander off, it would suck. But then again, if he wanders off, let's say to a different forest or a different part of the woods, he won't just let anybody touch him. So it's not like anybody could just come up to him because they have food and he's going to go up to them. Like, you know, like Buck is a type, it's process. It's work. You got to literally, it takes time. It takes time to like get his bond. Like it just doesn't happen overnight. Like my husband sometimes gets annoyed that he comes up to a spot and Buck like gets scared or jumps and he was like, relax, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm like, well babe, I'm like, he used to like you first. When he first started coming around, he trusted my husband first. And then my husband stopped going outside, like, you know, because my husband has to go to work. So my husband's like, I gotta go to work. I can't go outside in the morning, go spend time with him and then go to work. He was like, it's gonna be too much for me. So my husband gave up on feeding him, and I'm the one that goes outside every day. Like, I continued it. And now, here we are today. Me and Buck, we're best friends. He's my little best buddy. He's my outside buddy, I call him. Right? You're my outside buddy. But he became part of the family as well because me and my husband, we spoil him. We buy him. We make sure he has everything. Like the apples, the peanuts, the corn. He has it all. Who's that baby? That's the doggies? You hear the doggies? Oh my God, the other day, when was it? Saturday? Yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning, I was feeding Buck. It was right after the breakfast video. I was feeding him breakfast, and out of nowhere, my father-in-law's dogs started running like to the spot. They were outside, and I didn't know. And Buck must have heard the jingling the bells from the dogs, and he was like, wait a second. And Buck ran. Like, he just ran. I'm sorry, I shut the phone by accident. That was me in my hand. And Buck ran, and I couldn't understand why he was running. I was hearing bells, and then thank God I walked out of the spot. I see my father-in-law's dogs running, like, towards the spot. I was like, no, you guys stay right there. But they didn't run, like, in here. Like, where I am, they didn't come here. But they they were just standing like right there. And Buck seeing them, he ran. He didn't even stay here. He just ran. But I was like, all right, thank God I finished his breakfast because he's not going to come back now until it quiets down. But he didn't do nothing. Like, I thought he was going to stand there and try to, like, start stomping his feet. Like, I didn't know what he was going to do. I was like, oh, God. I was like, doggy, stay there. Don't come here to the spot. Like, I hurry up and caught them before they ran here to the spot where he was. So that was like a crazy morning yesterday after the video. It literally happened right after the video. And then I just threw bread. I threw a whole bunch of pieces of bread. And I'm surprised the birds, I don't think they want the bread. They probably want the peanuts. I feel so bad. Before I leave then, when I have to give Buck his dinner, I'll probably sprinkle some peanuts for the birds. I'll sprinkle the peanuts, the one that Buck's not crazy about, because those, he won't care. If I try to sprinkle the mixed peanuts, oh no. That, he'll care. You taking a walk, my big boy? Where you going? He's being nosy. He's looking at my neighbor at the house. Oh, at least it's sunny out today. It's a beautiful day. That's nice. It's so gorgeous out today. It's supposed to be 70s. Look, there goes the neighbor's dog. Oh my God. There's a dog walking down the street, down the block, and then my neighbor's dog, they're like barking at each other. The little dog is probably like, stop it. Like, don't look at me. My neighbor has chows, like big dogs, like they're chows. And oh my God, all they do is bark and bark and bark and bark and bark. My dog, Ginger, is terrified of them. She's terrified of them. It sucks because she got so scared of them when she was a puppy. I was walking her down the driveway and those dogs started banging that fence. Like, you see that fence right there? That's my next door neighbors. The chows live in that yard. They started banging their heads against that fence that they literally almost broke the fence. That my dog, she was a puppy. She was like 7 months old that time. This was like a few years ago, like 3-4 years ago. And my dog started screaming, was scared. Like, she was so scared. I had to pick her up quick. Ever since that happened, I'm not even joking, you guys, my dog will not walk down the driveway without screaming. She got so terrified. And now she's 4 years old. You would think, 4 years later, she would forget about it. No, she didn't forget about it. It sucks. I can't even bring her for walks because when I try to bring my dog for walks, she starts screaming like a maniac. Like screaming. And she only screams when we're walking down the driveway. Once we get out of the driveway, she's fine. Like, she's not screaming anymore and barking. I feel like those dogs, they terrified her. Like, they scarred her. That they make her scared of walking down the driveway. My dog is scared to walk down the driveway. It sucks, I used to love taking my dog. Like, when she was younger, I used to take her for walks. And then one time when I was taking her for a walk, those dogs, like, they started banging their heads on the fence. The fence broke. That one of them actually got through. Like, came on my side. It was scary. It was so scary. And that time Buck wasn't even like hanging out long enough, like doing what he's doing now. Because I'm sure if I'm walking down the driveway with my dog Ginger, and my dog Ginger is screaming at the top of her lungs, Buck will probably look at her and be like, what the hell is going on? Or he would probably run. Who knows? He'll probably be like, why is this dog screaming like that? So that's why I stopped bringing my dogs on walks. And it sucks because she's gaining weight. We have a nice sized yard where she does run around the yard, and I do play with her a lot in the house. I want to start bringing her on walks, and I don't know what to do for her to like not think about those dogs next door. That's what sucks. Like, I gotta figure something out. I told my husband, it sucks. It's beautiful out and I can't even go for walks, It's a lot. Anyways, let me stop rambling. I'm gonna go now because I gotta go figure out what I'm wearing today for this party and stuff. And I'm going to prep his apples for later for dinner. I'm going to prep everything so I have that done. I should be back later with another video. Probably like his dinner video is probably going to be a short video because I don't know how long I'm going to be out here feeding him when I leave to go. We'll see. But no matter what, I'll shoot out a video anyway. Even if it'll be like 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, All right, guys. Ciao for now. And everybody, you guys will see us later. We'll be back later with another video. He's already hanging out. He's just relaxing. He's nice and full. And this is what Buck likes to do. He likes to look around, clean himself. And now the birds all come in to get the bread, so that's good. Everybody's happy. The whole forest is happy. I'm happy. When they happy, I'm happy. My animals are happy, I'm happy. Right, Buck? Look at that. Now he's gonna eat the bread. He doesn't want to eat the bread. He's just looking at it. He's like, whatever. He's full. You're full, big boy. You don't want that bread. All right, guys. We'll be back later with another video. Ciao for now.